Vikings won a blowout in their last matchup against the Bears. Can Chicago even the score? Find out next.
We've had a lake effect snow band sitting over Soldier Field since about 9 this morning, and it's not supposed to budge anytime soon. The good news, the folks don't seem to mind here in Chicago. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Dashing through the snow. 20, 10. And he's going to give his guys great starting field position as he dives to the ground to get as much as he can. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have that extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
On the give is Nwangu. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
On second down, here's Nwangu. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Mond looks to throw on first down. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. And they'll run again.
I need to get my swag right.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. They'll look to run with Nwangu. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Here's Mond. They're going for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. In his own end zone, it's Carr. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Carr now to throw. Man open is Robinson. And they work this out past the 25.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And Charles, this defense, I have to imagine, kind of licking its chops when you get a chance to face a team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise was listening to their head coach in his weekly presser, because normally you and I see guys that get up there and say, everybody's a threat any given Sunday, that sort of thing. But he was asked if this might be a trap game, and he essentially said he didn't see anything to worry about. Now, normally you say that to your team, but you don't tell us. You definitely don't say it to the media.
Throwing his car on third down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC.
And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament, and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They go play action here. Mon, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake, Mon. Going for Jefferson downfield.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Tackled by Christian Fulton.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson.
His 21st touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make this a second down. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Taken in at the 3. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. And this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Mond now off of play action. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Sam Sloman for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, we got to get this started.
Now Carr. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. Now Mond. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, Mond. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Watch the curl.
Shotgun now for Carr. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Joseph Osai in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Mond looks to throw. His throw incomplete. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Come on, breathe, baby, breathe. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are able to add on to their first-half lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Meanwhile, Carr's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He sets to fire deep. And this one is incomplete. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The Carr's throw pulled in by Robinson here. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Carr again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr.
Open man, that's the tight end, Freiermuth.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Carr.
Here's Freiermuth again.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Throwing now is Carr. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. A 31-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
They'll throw now on the final play. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
Here we go.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Bond going to throw it. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Mond. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mond. This is caught. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Open man is Antonio Gandy Golden. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On 1st down, Carr. And his throw is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
From the 36, Carr. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And that's complete to Gandy Golden. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Dobbins running out of the gun. Nifty move. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Carr. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Touchdown Bears! Antonio Gandy Golden, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
72 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now Mond on the bootleg.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll look to throw.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Handoff here to Nwangu.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The offense is staying out there. Here we go. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Kene Nwangu
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point up and through. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. This fielded right at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Meanwhile, Carr's throw hauled in by Washington.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now Carr. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Carr completes it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. The Bears on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So Big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's got this down to the 35.
97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point safely through, and that will extend this big lead. 5 plays there on that drive, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors.
And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Carr now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Carr.
He'll find Gandy Golden there, complete.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. From midfield, here's Carr. Throw left side, complete. That's Robinson.
And he will have the Bears 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just